This is my review for the Mystery Ranch X collaboration, aka Dragon, also known as No Escape. It all began for me with the obsession with a backpack is after serving some time in the Marine Corps. We had the original Alice pack, which did its job in its time, and most of you have long-standing history with the Alice pack. And it was not a comfortable pack, but it did its job. One thing it did really do really good is hold things and survive things that you would do to it, like hang it on the side of a vehicle, falling off the side of the vehicle, or being dragged by a vehicle. And materials they use back then were okay, and I needed a pack that would stand abuse, that would throw at it. And someone introduced me to Tactical Tailor. And my first pack back then was the Tactical Modular Operator Pack. It did its job. Standard abuse that I gave it to, dragging across our travels from different countries, different places. And it survived because it's a material was like 1,000 cordura. And as you can see, minus the Velcro loops, it's almost brand new if you don't pay attention to the Velcro, of course. But yeah, I mean, the stitching is amazing, and it held really well. It carried a lot of stuff. Most of the stuff I carry, especially come winter time when I have to carry extra layers, and I don't tend to leave my jackets and insulations and shoes in the locker at work. And I tend to carry everything with me at all times, just in case. But as you can see, most typical backpack, the harness is fixed and hardly any adjustment. So either you fit it or you don't. The load lifters were practically useless. It doesn't bring the bag closer because the bag's already close to your bag. The padding was good. You sweat on it, but it's easily you can wash. But then again, it's not adjustable, and it just needs a lot of improvement. It had a lot of straps, had a lot of adjustments, but it just didn't do its job. Then somebody introduced me to the Perfect Back Facebook group, and that opened the gateway. So enter the Mystery Ranch Rush, and I got introduced to the tricep, and it's been hard to go back to regular backpack ever since. The tricep opened me to different approach of opening your bags, getting to your bags, throwing things in there, using the hell out of the bag, and just not giving a care on how you treat it. But it's way lighter than the 1,000 cordura. I think the Mystery Ranch Rush is almost 35 to 40 liters, I believe. You can throw a sleeping bag. Most of the time I throw my hammock in there because I tend to do hikes, then get tired and find trees to hang and sleep and do my day hang. And that's how I use my bags most of the time, especially come spring, summer, and fall. I have not hang my hammock during winter time because I do not have an underquilt. That's another topic for another day. Also, I got introduced to the adjustable yoke. what a game changer. I'm 5'7". On a good day, I might be 18 inches long on torso, so I can adjust it. Now, depending how load I carry that day, how much water I carry, I tend to carry 3 liters. On a summer, spring, maybe 2 liters, both in a hydration bladder and an Nalgene bottle. And there are some days I can carry it where I rest the bag all the weight on the waist pack and let my back and hip carry the pack. On the end of the day, I don't need it anymore. I can adjust the harness again so I can carry higher on my shoulders. And that's a game changer for me. Ever since it's been hard for me to find a backpack that has that adjustment, micro adjustment, because some packs have adjustment that you unscrew, you disassemble, and you move an inch to an adjustment. And sometimes you don't need an inch, maybe you just need a half an inch, maybe a few centimeters, and that will carry your load. So from that point on, I've been obsessed with Mystery Ranch. From here, I got adjusted to carrying different ways. Sometimes I carry in the hips, sometimes I carry in the shoulder, depending on the season and how much I carry. Then somebody introduced me to the Mystery Ranch 3-day assault pack. I'm not going to show you a 3-day assault pack because you guys seen that way too many times. And then I just raised the Mystery Ranch 3-day pack. Can get into your OCD because sometimes you may overcarry, which I tend to carry too. And I got introduced to the Molly inside, which another gentleman from The Perfect Fact introduced me to a way to carry weights inside. With respect to his privacy, I did ask his permission if I could show it to you guys how I carry it inside the 3-day pack. And he said it's okay. So if you guys are interested, send me a comment privately and I'll see if I can introduce you guys. This is not always how I carry it, my pack, but in the 3-day assault pack, I would, it's mainly because of age. I'm trying to keep my core, even though I don't do sit-ups. I try to strengthen it by carrying more weights in my backpack. Anyway, nice thing about the Dragon is you can halfway open it like this. So when I usually hang my backpack in tree and I don't want to open it and spill everything, I just open halfway like that. Anyway, so this is the way I carry it. So the way this thing works is there's 2 straps that go down in the pulse webbing. You connect it there, down there, and there's loops down here that you carry it up higher up in the pack. It hangs on the hydration pack and you put your plate in there. Currently that's a Wendy's training ballistic. I think it's close to 10 pounds, 9 something pounds. So on a typical day, every day, I'm trying to exercise my lower backs, hips and knees. I will carry that, and along with my lunchbox, and I'll carry maybe 2 liters of water, depending on how hot it is. Sometimes I will carry more water in the bladder back here. That's a Camelback, 3 liters. And depending on, like I said, how hot it would be, and I tend to carry a lot. I tend to overhydrate since I'm going to be at work at 10 hours anyway. Bathrooms close. easy to take care of that business. The hydration toggle, it'll carry it, no problem. And because Mr. Ranch is known for stitching the hell out of the packs, you don't have to worry about it getting ripped off. So you can carry a lot of weight. Most people say they carry under 20 pounds realistically. Then you got the people who go rock. Um, I get what they're trying to do. So if you want a bag similar to capacity or strength that like a go rack bag, I've seen only at the 25 liter, and that thing is a beast. But again, to me, it's not as adjustable as far as how you carry it. So I tend to carry Mr. Ranch because again, the micro adjustable um, of the harness. Here you can see where the hydration hose goes to back here. And if you want, of course, you know the Dragon has a side axis for your laptop. And so you can write your hydration there if you want to. Here you can see the side axis for the CamelBak for my hydration if I want to carry that day without moving the plate carrier. So I'll just introduce the pack this way. I don't load it more than 2 liters anyway. I just load a liter in there, and then for my hydration in the pockets. The thing that also got me curious about the no escape is because somebody did a review about the Scapegoat 25, which I'm more familiar with that size since I carried 25 pack urban size, you know, between an 18 to 25. Since somebody also in this the Perfect Pack member sold me a Mr. Ranch ASAP, which was great, especially come summertime when you minimize everything, except I tend to carry a lot of water. So I kind of obsess with having a side bottle minus the ASAP not having side bottles. So I had to carry my water bottle inside, which kind of limited me on what I could carry. So from there, I got obsessed with the Coolie 25, which had stretchy side pockets that retained the water bottle really good because I tend to toss my bag around, and sometimes the water bottles flip out. That's why I tend to ask in the group, how do you guys retain your water bottle? So again, with the Scapegoat 25, because it was not wide sip, but it had other things that I found applicable for me when I hang my pack on the side of a tree and I want to grab things. The wide sip is great because I can open from the top, from the side, keep the top on and just pull from the front like the Terra from Hill People gear, which I also use sometimes. And it's great, you can access whatever down here is instead of whatever's on top here, because I tend to have heavy things on top than the hammock up here. So if I'm gonna set up, I tend to get my tarp first, so I'll get from the bottom and I'll set up my tarp, then put my hammock underneath and hang for the day and leave my pack in the tree just like that. So when I get to the point I need to get to my water, I'll get from my side pockets or from whatever inside. If I want to find other things inside and I don't want to reach in all the way in there, I can access from the top. So the gentleman that did the review for Scapegoat 25 is he showed how he would use his pack, the Scapegoat 25, for hanging his hammock, fly fishing, and sometimes he used it for tree stand hunting. So some of you guys know what that's about, and you know you hate setting up a stand and gears will fall off. So when he did review for the Scapegoat 25, he showed this. So when he showed this on a tree stand in a hammock setup, that made a lot of sense. So you can reach in there and not drop a thing. and the brain pack just flops around like that, and you got a table. So you can set up his gear, his fly fishing gear, his hunting gears, his bino, everything like that, and doesn't flop off. Now it made sense to me ever since I got the mid-range rush, the ASAP, the front, and the 3-day. Why they got it set up that way? So, because when you open it like this, you can reach in, and it's a different way of accessing. Yes, it's takes a while to get used to, but when you apply it, it makes sense. So this way, it made sense to me to try it out and give it a try. One thing nice also about this panel load, again, this is my first try with panel loading. I did have it on my Sawtooth 45, which was kind of like a duffel bag zipper, which I'm not familiar with as far as Mr. Ranch goes, because you got items inside and in a panel pouch inside. So nice thing about it is you can open halfway and access your gear again without spilling stuff around. So I can get to my stuff here quickly, not open up all the way and stuff will fall off. And so I can get to my first aid kit real quick. Extra layers, stuff like that. Mostly underwears, because I tend to get exposed to my job where people are dirty or contagious, so I might have to change quickly and bring extra gear. So I usually carry extra clothes, socks, underwears in there, and all other layers. Come winter time, I carry beanies, gaiters, skull cap for you old school people, stuff like that. This help people gear panel, I believe. It's all Velcro, and then this is a pocket up. I recommend them. Good stuff, good gear. Breathable, so if you got soiled clothing in there or wet stuff, you can keep it in there. You can carry up to 2 pouches in there. I guess depends on your configuration, but I got my little first aid kit, more first aid kit or other stuff in there, snacks, whatever. Band-aids, stuff like that, ointments, because you never have enough. Anyway, good stuff from Pocket Up. I highly recommend them. I guess it goes unintentionally goes great with the theme of the dragon or no escape. I only got the orange just because I tend to be out in the by the trees, so just in case I decide to check out, it's easy to find me, because I will hang this outside the hammock, so it's easier to see me in case decide to check out. I still haven't found a use for the side pockets. I don't know. Maybe come winter time, come fall, I will add my gloves in there. But I tend to wear stuff I need to access on top, and it's great. Here's the inside of the panel. Again, orange stuff for me to easy to be found, or somebody needs to be spotted. Cordage. I don't know why I carry ropes in the city, but anyway, you never know. So this is my first introduction to these new materials other than Cordura. It's nice. Come rainy season, I think I will appreciate this more. Some people like the shiny stuff, some people don't. I'm more about the use of materials. I did not feel a noticeable change as far as the pack by itself empty, how heavy it is versus other packs, like according to some members that the Charlie 25 is 2 pounds lighter. I don't have that. I wish I could buy that or trade that for my Rush. But it's different. It's shiny. It's supposed to be lighter, tougher. I'm not into that technical stuff, but from the use is for me, if it's applicable to you, really appreciate this water guard zipper, because I sometimes would get caught in a heavy rain. This would have been great pack for our trip in Costa Rica, where we're in the rainforest, and yes, it was raining a lot sideways. The side pockets. Some of you guys got, I don't know what kind of complex that's called when you see everything that looks like a penis. I don't know why. It's just funny to me. Maybe because I'm in the medical field. It's great because it holds really well. Yeah, I don't know. You press down on it, it stays flat. So I don't get, again, the obsession with it looks like a testicle, but it's great. I mean, you can put a first aid kit in there if you want. I mean, it's a good dump pouch. I can see why they went with it instead of going with the stretchy pockets, which I have a preference for the stretchy pocket, but I see the use of it. It's like a Subaru. It's ugly. It does its job. You know, it's great. And yeah, I was concerned about, will it hold the bottled water while you're tossing your bag around? Check this out. See? Because it has a webbing underneath, I find you use whatever for it. And you see, it holds, it retains it. I mean, given it's an IFAC, it's not that heavy, but also, all right, for you fellow servicemen, you guys know what this trick is about. This is a retention trick that some of you old folks know about this trick. Wait, stuff won't come out. Some of you are paying attention to what I said earlier. Some of you didn't. Some of you caught it with a sharp eye, but there's a trick to it. Send me a private message and I'll show you how it's done. But you can see it with your sharp eye. And this is with the Yeti Rambler, like a 32 ounce. It's slipping, but you know why it's being held. So send me a message. I'll send you a trick why it won't fall off, or if it did, it won't fall that far from you or misplace it. Okay, so some of you saw the tease or saw that video on Reddit, and so those who are familiar with the live wing, from the tree dap to the saddle, Mission Ranch has this padding called the live wing. So it basically, that's how you transfer your weight. You let the pack hang on your hips, let your hips and lower back carry the weight, and becomes a load bearing to your hips instead of your shoulders, so it makes it easier to carry more weight on your pack. I'm not saying Mr. Ranch is challenging you to break your pack. I'm saying be careful of your knees, especially you're my age. So the live wing is connected by that origami hip belt that tucks in here. You guys seen that? But I don't see a lot of people posting adding the live wing. So if you want to add some molly attachment there to the pulse webbing, enjoy that. That depends how you use it. I did add this part here from OVA Innovation. It's called the guide belt. It makes your waist belt redirect. So instead of pulling this way, you pull it this way to tighten. It actually goes in here. So it becomes a redirect, which makes a lot of difference. If you have a live wing and don't have this, you're getting half the experience. Get it, just get it. It's called go to OV Innovations. It's called guide belt. Add that to your live wing. It's a redirect. You're getting half the experience. Just get it. It's worth it. So you saw that there's a training plate in there. So this one pack, sometimes I carry about 20 pounds. Sometimes I'm pushing it to 26. And then some of you know, I come winter time or on my lunch break, I will go back to the parking lot, carry another pack, because I'm trying to see if I can carry above 40 pounds. I'm trying to strengthen my back because it's getting old as a bitch. So live wing on the Dragon, like the Redditor said, it's called the I guess he called it the Dragon Heavy or No Escape Heavy, because you're carrying about 25 plus pounds, and it's great. You know, the harness, the yoke, it's amazing. I did discover that because I had other yokes from Mr. Ranch. I did try to put a medium in there because the yoke, the Velcro stuff that goes underneath there, it's longer. It will go in, but it will stop at some point, because once you hit by the lumbar pad, it doesn't go anymore. So your harness will sit up higher, and kind of defeats the purpose of having something adjustable. But some of you guys I've seen say they want to buy a large yoke and put it in there. I'm saying try if you want, but if your yoke is longer, it will hit the bottom and bottom out. Your harness will stick up. Yes, you will have the length, but not the adjustment down the bottom. Just a forewarning. Like I said, I tried it out on a medium. Now the pack is higher. If you're tall, perfect, that would work for you, but it will not adjust anymore at the bottom because it will bottom out. Just a warning. And if you're wondering how do you carry the live wing, if you're not using it, you just fold it over to the front, lock it, you're done. It looks kind of stupid, but most of the time you're doing this, you're probably outside where there's less people, and you're probably somewhere where you didn't want to be around people anyway. And if you are, you're with people who have the same mind, same idea why you're out there, and nothing looks stupid because you're comfortable. It's up to you. So if you started heavy and you drank all the water, ate all the steaks and all the bacons and eggs, and your pack's lighter, you can stow away your live wing this way without having to take off the live wing, and you can carry it that way. Yeah, it looks stupid, but you're comfortable. So that's pretty much maybe my 30-minute review of it. Carry the No Escape the way you want to. You know, I know most people bought it because it's a collaboration, it's a unicorn, it's a hyped up thing. Did it live up to hype? Yeah, depends how you use it. If you don't, there's a lot of people waiting to buy your pack, and you know, if it's not for you, there's a ton of people that's waiting for you to sell your pack. It's interesting to me. It's different because again, I left the regular backpack because of the wide zip and the adjustable, micro adjustable yoke system, the durability of the Mr. Ranch. It's a brand that stands by its product, so take it for what it is. It's not perfect. It's not for everybody. That's what it's about. You know, share impressions, share usage, share your experience with other people. Because there's a lot of people like me, maybe 10 years ago, searching for that perfect fact. I mean, that's what the Facebook group is about. Share your experience, see what it's for what you usage. I don't have a laptop, so I never was into the laptop sleeve. I can carry a tablet. Tablet stays at home. I see enough of real thing versus looking at a small screen. Not into the 4K. I wish I carried a drone, but my life is not that exciting. I don't have a GoPro. I don't have a camera set. I used to have a DSLR, but I don't have anymore. So mine is about being comfortable, adaptable, ever changing, and always open to new things to try. This is my first time using a panel loader, as you guys say. It's interesting to me. It's a different way of using the pack. I got introduced to Dyneema. As far as I know, Dyneema to me is more like tents, tarps, because I come from a hammock environment also. It's a lot of talk about Dyneema because it's light, but it's noisy, but it's super durable. It's amazing. Now I got to know firsthand what it is, and so far I like it. The noise doesn't bother me. The birds don't care. When I took it out, they don't care. They kept on. They didn't stop singing. There was no squirrels barking at me for making too much noise. Unlike my Pintler or saddle, the Sawtooth, the saddle, they didn't care because those packs were, to me, more quieter than Nemo, and I was not interrupting the ambient sound of the forest. It's great. Don't be close-minded about it. Try it out. It's different. Kudos to the guys who carryology. You know who you are, Taylor. I still haven't found a use for the stick it. Might not use it because it compresses too close to the pack. I don't want to put my crock in there when I go on a hike for my hammock. I tend to bring a crock because you don't want to put your hiking boots inside the tent or the hammock. So I bring a crock. So I put it in between the pack with a stick it. The stick it is great. OV Cash is another substitute if you can't find a stick it. There's another new gentleman who's making one with different patterns. Give him a try. Support each other. But yeah, I didn't even want to talk about the patch. Can you put more detail in that patch? And it's not PVC. I prefer PVC or those rubber patches because they don't flake off. But geez, the detail in that patch. These guys put a lot of detail in it. Even this hyphen pull tab, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. The stitching from what you expect from Miss Ranch is there. The durability, it's nice. One thing I do miss, I wish they didn't do this, but I can see why, but come on. The scape artist had it, the scapegoat had it. That compression, you can squeeze this bag more. But I get it. You have to cut some off, but I wish that was there. And I wish the bottle pocket was stretchy just because I came off the Coolie 25 and a 40, which is great. But again, it's like a Subaru. It's ugly, but it does its job. You could put IFAC, raincoat, tent. I think I can put my Nemo tent in there. But then because there's no strap here, I guess I can't put my poles in there. But then again, if I'm using my tent, I'm not using this backpack. I'll probably go back to Rush or the Pendler or Sawtooth if you want to carry more. But again, it's an amazing pack. I might have to do some more modification as far as adding the OV cache, because I tend to stuff more stuff in there, like some quilts I put outside just so I don't easily access. But yeah, so if you're unhappy with Dragon, please post it on the Facebook group. There's a lot of people wanting to buy this pack. It's a good pack. Can't wait to try it come winter or when it rains heavily. There's so much for this. There's so much you could do with this pack besides putting laptops inside. But I get it. There's a lot of you guys like laptop in a backpack, a hiking backpack. I don't know why you would. I don't know. There's some people like laptops in hiking bags. I don't care one, but yeah, it's a nice pack. I'm glad, I'm happy that I had an opportunity to get this pack. It was crazy during the release. I didn't get the first unicorn, which in a way I'm glad I didn't, because coming to what's inside the pack for the unicorn, I can see it applies to most people here, but not for me, because it might be not my thing, because I need more room, and I think this fulfills that. Well, be nice to everybody. Enjoy the pack if you got it. If you didn't get it, you didn't like it, sell it to another member here. Kudos to the team that did this. See you guys in the next collab. Hope you guys do Spartan a good job. Yeah, you guys will do Spartan.